Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. You know, it is inevitable when you become a public figure like I am that you're going to make a lot of friends and you're going to make a lot of enemies. And you know, that's just something that has to be accepted. And I'm making this video not for myself, but for those of you out there who understand who I am, what I'm doing, and the direction that we're going. Don't worry about all of those who do not favor our cause. You're going to have them. I mean, it is your enemies and those who oppose you and resist you that give you the strength to continue to push on. See, we get to find out what type of character you have as a man or woman when you are met with opposition. When you are met with opposition, you got two things to do. You got two options. You can either sit there and moan, bellyache, gripe, and complain the reason why come these people don't get it, they don't accept you, or either you can just push on and drive on and ignore the fools. Because, I mean, after all, they added nothing to you but heartache and pain. And if they're not adding anything to you, then why even give them the light of day? You follow me? I'm all the time faced with people who make all types of comments and judgments about me. But you know, the one thing I've also noticed in this little short period of time that I've been here on this earth, that I can never, ever get those who disagree with me or who have chosen to hate me, because I don't hate anybody. I can never get them to sit down across from each other in a civil conversation and try to hash out these disagreements. But hey, what can I do if people are not going to submit to righteous terms to where things can be resolved? Well, I'm telling you this. You need to do the same thing. Those who don't favor your cause and those who are not for you, but they're against you and oppose you, you need to understand, whether it be family, associate, friends, or people in the neighborhood, know who your enemy is. And that's the one thing that America has done greatly in deceiving us as a people, is us not knowing who our enemies are. I mean, we actually believe that because we live here in this country, we live on this soil, that we don't have any enemies. And as a result, we let people run over us. We become a doormat for people. And we spend entirely too much time worrying about what other people think who do not favor your cause. No, not me. I know what I do. I remove them out of my life for good, and I let them go on. And the only way that they can ever get back in my life, and you have to understand, before I adopt a position on a person, they really have got to mess up pretty royally. I mean, they really got to mess up pretty royally, because, you know, I believe myself to be, and I have many who testify of that, especially those who live around me and know me, a man of honor and integrity. Does that mean that I've always lived my life as a perfect man? No, but one thing I have done is everything that I've ever found in myself to be imperfect or a mistake, I've always got it right, and I've always pushed on, and I've always driven on for truth, righteousness, and holiness. And that's what you need to do. But don't spend too much time worrying about those who oppose you, because and thinking about what other people care. Let's just do a simple test here. The people who judge you and the people who speak negatively against you and hostile towards you, whether they be family, relatives, or friends, it makes no difference. Do they pay your bills? The answer is no. Do they put food on your table? The answer is no. Are they feeding you spiritually? The answer is no. Are they adding anything to you? The answer is no. Then you have your answers. Why even concern yourself with them? Why even bother? Do you understand? Why even bother? So this is a good way, a sound way for you to keep your peace. Turn the page, because I've learned even in this life that people think just because that they are family, that they can abuse you, mistreat you, and run over you. And they will do that continually because they don't know what's deep down in their heart. But they will do that as long as you continually have a door open for them to do that. It's only when, because I know it's painful, but you have to make an informed decision. You have to watch the character and nature of people. And if you're sick and tired of being abused, if you're sick and tired of being hurt, then you need to make changes in your life that is going to allow you to keep your peace. And I found out that the best change to make is just ultimate separation, because you have to understand, these people have already adopted a position against you, and they have already chosen to reject you. And they have already chosen to separate from you. And what they're saying is, unless you live life the way that they think that you ought to live it, you cannot be their relative or their friend. Now, what kind of relationship is that? I mean, the only thing that should have that kind of control and sway is when those of us who are students of the book, we choose to read the Bible, and we choose to believe the principles, the commandments, the laws, and the statutes, and we obey them. Only those people are going to be on one accord. Only those people are going to have one heart, one mind, and one spirit. Everybody else is going to be totally contrary to it. And you better believe that your first line enemy are going to be those who call theyself your family. And that's the truth. And that's the truth straightway. Close the door. Turn the page on all those who are opposed to you.